is the 2025 Volvo XC90 and I'm gonna review it here at Cars by This video with Volvo's key. Now this is Volvo's signature squared key fob with plastic finish and of course Volvo's logo up front. And on the sides we have three key functions: lock, unlock, boot opening, and of course this function which gets the car out. Of the front of the car, so the first major thing we can see is this new redesigned grille of the XC90. Of course, since this is the ultra trim level, we get all chrome strips over here. Of course, Volvo's new logo with the front view camera, and since I said this is ultra, we have chrome strip across the body over here. Now of course Volvo has added this new headlamp for XC90 since this is a 2025 model. We have the daytime running lamp over here, which also is the indicator, and the indicators are sequential, and we've got two laser headlights over here, top and bottom, and of course we've got this chrome strip over here, and we've got this plastic here to make the car look more aggressive. Of course we've got the sensors all across the car since Volvo is the safest car currently. In the bottom we've got this chrome strip which goes to the other end of the car, and we've got the air vents to make the engine cooler. At the side of the car we can see a new rim design, and this is new, so this is Volvo's new rim design for the XC90, and this is 21-inch, and this comes with the ultra trim level which we have right here, and we do have another option which is 20 inches and it's optional. And of course since this is a top trim level, we have air suspension as you can see over there, so when the car is parked or it's still, its suspensions are lowered down, and once you drive and it's active, the car goes up. Now that we're on the side, we've got this chrome strip which goes all the way to the end of the car, which makes the car look elegant, classic, luxury, any term you guys would like, it matches with it. Now if we go up, we have folded mirrors, a chrome strip line which goes all the way to the back and comes back right here, and we've got door handles in body colored paint, and of course we've got smart entry, so if you put your hand like this, the mirror unfolds. And it's also in the back handle as well. You can also just block it like this, and it locks. This big signature Volvo lamp design. It starts from all the way to the top, makes its way down, creates a huge bump over here, then ends itself right here, right under the XC90 logo over here. So this is the brake, this is the reverse light, and this is the indicator. Now over here we've got Volvo's logo to represent the car right here. On top of it is this wiper to clean off the dust on this big window. The third brake light over here, and it's pretty long as you can see, so that means it's going to be pretty visible. We've got the B5 over here, and this chrome strip all the way to the end on the other side. Now if we go down, we've got these exhausts. Thankfully Volvo did not make fake exhausts, which other competitors do, such as the Q7. And of course, since Volvo is pretty safe, they've got sensors across the whole side. Interior, I'd like to show you guys the door of the XC90. Now since this is a Swedish luxury car, it's got a reputation for luxury, it's all leather over here, soft touch, Swedish wood materials over here. We've got LED light strip over here. Of course you've got Bowers and Wilkins speakers with memory seat functions, and as you can see, it's not plastic feeling at all, it's pure luxury. We've got the lock and unlock function over here, metal door handle, and it's really big and chunky. Of course we've got the mirror functions over here for folding and adjusting. We've got all four window functions over here, lock and unlock, and of course child lock for your children. And of course you've got the soft touch leather over here. We've got this handlebar so you can close the door, and under this we've got this cubby where you could put your water bottles or papers or tissues or anything. So it's really big, you can put a nice sized water bottle over here. And of course you've got this light illuminating right here, and Volvo logo. We've got a 6-way powering seat functions over here. We've got the back and head adjusting. We've got the bottom and leg adjusting over here. You can adjust your lumbar system as well over here, and the seat material is leather Napa, and we've got three interior colors. It's black, beige and white. And of course you've got the Volvo signature wool, which comes in grey with a shade of blue. Entered the car, the first thing we can see in front of our faces are the steering wheel. Now Volvo has kept the steering wheel design for quite some time, but in the EX90, which is the electric version of the XC90, they've changed the steering wheel. Now of course we've got the honk over here with Volvo's new logo. We've got the cruise control system over here. We've got the Volvo voice assist, messaging, and of course volume adjusting over here. And of course the steering wheel is manual adjusting, not automatic. So if you just pull the lever down here, you could adjust it as you like. Just close it back. You've got indicator stocks here, which I'll show you later in the video. We've got the wipers for rear and front, with of course heating as well. In front we've got the digital driver's display, AC function for the driver. We can also open the boot from here. Just hold it for 3 seconds and it'll open. And of course, heads up. Let's start this car. Is this standing free 11.2-inch infotainment screen from Volvo, which is also powered by Google. So of course you have Google Maps and everything standard, which comes in Google. And of course between the screen we've got 2 AC vents. One is for the driver and one is for the passenger. It's easy to function. Just pull it up and down, right and left. Of course they just did this design to make it look more complicated, I don't know. So on top of this we have Bowers & Wilkins main speaker, which has it controls the bass and treble a lot more, so it can the passengers can hear really clearly instead of the side speakers we have. And of course in the bottom we've got the functions for volume, the dashboard button. If you just click this dashboard, and it's pretty spacious. Just close the light and it closes. Then we've got the heating function for the windscreens over here, the indicating buttons, and of course we've got wireless charging, since this is Ultra. And let me tell you that Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is included in this car. However, it's only wired, not wireless. Now back to the center console. We've got this crystal gearbox over here for Volvo. You can always see in any Volvo car, even in the base model you have this crystal. It's an 8-speed automatic gearbox with this start stop button of course over here, the parking brake, and of course you've got this cup holder over here. You can keep your key over there. They made a little spot for the key so you can put it there. Nice little cubby over here. It's really big. Half of my arm has gone in. We've got 2 USB Type-C ports over here. This one is so that you can connect your phone to Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Over here you can put lots of stuff, receipts, books, clips, or any screen. Now let me remind you that this is the 11.2-inch standing free infotainment system for Volvo, and this is also Google powered. So of course you'd see Google Maps right in front of you. You won't have any other maps such as Volvo Maps or any maps powered by any car company. Now over here we've got radio functions over here. You could choose any radio you'd like. You also have the favorite section. You've got the camera, so you can see 360 view over here. You can choose the front as well, so you can see the front, rear, the sides, and of course 360 like I just showed you. Alright, so over here we've got the vehicle functions as well. We could do quick control such as the screen brightness, and it also includes light brightness, lane keeping assist, reduced alarm, which we don't need here, headrest fold. It'll automatically fold the headrest, let me show you. There, just like that for the second door, so it's easy for you to fold your seats down. And of course on the side we've got the settings, of course for driving, controls, sound, connectivity, profiles, of course Google. Like I said, this is powered by Google, the system, and privacy. So over here you can choose your controls like lights and displays, like what the intensity is. You can choose high, lower, off. You can do locking systems as well, like reduced alarms, mirrors, and of course more, which is like the SOS button, wireless charging, and adjust passenger seat. Now let me show you the air conditioning. Now the air conditioning is on the screen. There are no buttons over here. It's all touch screen. Now this is for the front. You can control your fan speed, so I can choose high over here, but I thought I'd go now. Got AC, You've got the rear defroster, recirculate air, max defroster. You can choose whether you want it up on your face or you want it up on your leg, or you can put it right up on the windscreen. So like there are air vents which are right under the windscreen to like cool the car instead of heating. So it'll cool the car and it'll let the windscreen chill. Now over here you can also do for the rear seats as well. For your children, if they're fighting, you can just control it for them. Any temperature, heated seats as well. You can turn it on, you can turn it off for both sides. And then we've got the auto function as well for the rear and for the front. And of course you've got the air quality, which can show us how it is. So in the car it shows good, outside moderate, and then you can also have timers for air purification. And circle of the Volvo XC90 is surprisingly 11.8 to 11.9 meters, so you can easily do a U-turn without reversing. But in tight spaces you'd have to like reverse a bit and then turn. And also surprisingly, since this is Swedish, their horns are quite loud. If you want to take a good listen. Yeah, above the car we've got the light functions over here, so you can, it's all touch. Yeah, it's no physical buttons, it's all touch. Over here you just slide your finger and the blind of the panoramic sunroof, which is surprisingly really big, will close. And of course you've got these sunshades over here. You open it and your light is over there, so you can see your face. Hello. So yeah, and the windscreen is surprisingly big. And let me tell you that you've got both sunshades with light, of course. You've got the handlebars on both sides. In most cars such as the Q7 you won't get the handles on the driver's seat, but Volvo has included it over here. You've got the really big and of course signature. There's no border, it's just glass. You can clearly see from here, from the driver's seat, you can see back over there pretty clearly, though with the third row seat headrests are up and they're pretty chunky, you can still see. Second row of the Volvo XC90, I have pretty good amount of leg room, so I can spread my legs around this whole spot of mine. Then I've got really big knee room with of course this cubby over here behind the seat. You can put your small stuff over there. And yes, since this is a 3-row SUV, you have your own climate control system in the second row. So you've got heated seats, you've got 3 levels. 3 is of course the most intense one, second is medium, and low is just low. And we've got 2 over here. They're not as powerful as they are in other competitors, but that's why they've added 1 on each side over here. Of course, now that we're on like right beside the door, we've got this Swedish wood material over here as well with Bowers and Wilkins speakers. The lock button over here so that your door is locked. This chunky door handle. You've got the window function over here, and of course the soft vegan leather material, and of course the handlebar. Now you do have a smaller door bin over here, but your bottles can still fit, and you can like, yeah, you can put some stuff as well over here. And you've also got sunshades, which are really big, and they cover a lot of light, so you'll be really comfortable if the sun is flashing on your eyes. So is of course this big middle seat which comes with it. This is a 7-seat SUV, so of course you'd have this. Now I wanted to show you one thing, is of course this thing right here. This is the armrest. Of course no passenger over here. You can open it up, put your coffee or tea or whatever you're drinking, put it over here. It's just a bit hard to close, you have to tap it in real quick. Just close that. The main feature which I wanted to show you is this. Just pull this lever, the seat gets loose, push the seat down, and you've got through lift. So if you've got long sticks of wood, you can easily just put it here instead of making it stand on the boot and then you can't see, and yeah, probably get a fine of that. But yeah, you can put it here, it's pretty accessible, it's really easy. And yeah, you can also have a big 6-seat SUV as well. In the second row of the XC90, you've got ISOFIX over here, and you can see it's like visible over here, so you don't have to have a strap over here, pull it open or push the button down then put it. It's just there, you can just put it there, easily access your ISOFIX up with the car seat. It's really easy. And another thing is this, you can just pull this lever, seat folds down, and it's really flat. You can even put like a lot of stuff here, like suitcases or wood, like I said, if you're cutting wood or anything. But yeah, it's really big, and it's also flat, so you don't have to worry about anything falling down back to the third row when those seats are also folded. To access to the third row, you just have to pull this lever over here, pull it up, push the seat over there, and if you want more space, you can just push the seat all the way to the front, so you got more space, and then you just get in to the third row. Surprising that I still have a good amount of knee room and leg room. I mean, leg room is kind of decent, but you can stuff your feet in, get yourself comfortable and everything, but it's good enough compared to the Audi Q7, though I haven't reviewed that. But if you want me to review that, make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned. Anyways, over here we've got another AC vent. Of course, you can control it. Big window over here so you can see from the outside, and of course speakers, one on each side. In the third row, I'll mention how many speakers there are later in the video. And of course, you've got this cubby on both sides, spider over there in the web. I don't know what that's for, but yeah, you can store your stuff here in the cubby. Of course, one cup holder. And one thing I wanted to mention is that there is no charging ports on both sides, which is not that good, because you're paying 235,000 dirhams for the base model, but in the Ultra you're paying 275, and you still don't have charging ports, which is quite disappointing for a luxury Swedish car. The boot, we have surprisingly 302 liters of boot space with all 3 rows up, and if we fold the seats down, which are flat, we have up to 980 liters of boot space with the third row down, which is really long. You can put a lot of suitcases. You can put up to 4 large suitcases with the third row down, but with the third row up you can only put like 2 big suitcases. But yeah, that's it. And then we've got like small spaces over here. You can put your water bottles or cups when you're on road trips. You've got this deeper end over here, you can put many stuff. And under this is just the cover. You pull this up and you've got the safety kit for the tire. Yeah, put this down. Of course, you've got these 2 buttons over here. So one is to increase, like to put up the suspension, and one is to put this down. So if I just press this button, the suspensions will go down. Yeah, that's it. Feature is the sound of how the car unlocks. Now, since you're paying 275,000 dirhams for the Ultra level, it should sound pretty nice and peaceful and luxury too. Let me show you how it sounds. Again, I'm using smart key entry, so I'll put my hand. Yeah, that's not a really pleasant sound. Another feature is how the seat goes back into this form. So let's see. If I want to get my children or anyone else in the third row, they can go in. But in most competitor cars of the Volvo XC90, you just pull this, and this part, which is the back part, will stay open, and then you can do it. But if you just pull the seat back, it does it itself and makes this loud noise, which is not luxury at all, considering that you're paying 275 grand for a car like this. One feature is in the third row, and it is that this car does not have any automatic folding in the third row nor in the second row. So you have to pull this lever and push the seat down, and then you have to go back and pull it back up. And I'm not lying, I'm actually telling the truth. There's no button at all which shows any seat folding, but there isn't. Pretty disappointing. One feature is how the screen opens though your car hasn't started. You open your door after unlocking the car and your screen pops up, which means it's using your battery for no reason. I'm assuming Volvo wants you to pay more for his battery so they can make more money on other cars, which is also very annoying. Improve that. The most annoying feature of the XC90 is the speaker, though yes, it has a lot of good features as well, but the most annoying features are when you're driving and it's really sunny, it's really shiny, so it would reflect on the windscreen over here and it will distract you, maybe causing an accident. The feature is how the headlights interact with you once you unlock the car. I have the key in my hand, just press the unlock button and just see how the light interacts. So it does this dance for you, which makes it look really luxury, which is a really good feature for Volvo. In the second row here, specifically in this seat. Now this seat looks pretty normal, But Volvo has a secret. Over here is a lever. You just pull this lever and it becomes a booster seat for you. So they made a built-in booster seat so you don't have to pay more money for a booster in the car, which is pretty smart. Feature are the interior lights. So these are like considered as mood lights, because whenever you're dark in a dark area or in like a moderate area, like changes its light settings. The color is the same, but the light intensity reduces or increases wherever you are. Like the darker you are, it increases, the lighter you are, it decreases. But yeah, it's really smart. It does it all itself. It's pretty impressive. Feature is here, like I showed you earlier in the video. This is the suspension control. It's pretty smart, though you're paying 275 grand for this car, but it's pretty smart. You just press one of these two buttons to either adjust your suspension. This is for going down, this is for going up. Feature, which is the last feature, is in the front seat of the car. Simply just press the start button over here or twist the start button. The car starts quietly and it'll show you a sign that the car is lifting its suspension. You can even feel it. Now time for the engine. Now this here is Volvo's 2-liter twin turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Since this is the B5, not the B6, the B5 system produces 247 horsepower, which is really impressive for a 2-liter turbocharged engine. Audi, which is Volvo's competitor, does not produce as much but produces more Newton-meter torque than the Volvo. To my final verdict, let's go ahead and start the engine of the Volvo XC90. Final verdict: should you avoid it? Should you consider it? Should you shortlist it? Or should you go right ahead and buy it? Well, I'd suggest you go right ahead and buy it. It's really good in its mid-size SUV market. It's better than the Q7 in most of its perspectives, but in some of its perspectives the other competitors beat it. But it's really good considering it's also price and comfort and all the other features which you guys could think of. But yeah, it's really good. I suggest that you should go just buy it. Anyways, that's the end of my video. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you get notified that I make a new video. That's it for today. See you guys later.